What up, what up? Damn, bro. This dog caught fucking Hank. Somebody home that was... Cops pulled me over. My grinder, and this is last night, like... This was last night at like 12. I got out of it and shit like that just because a lot and a lot of other shit, and just like I know my shit's to a degree, and like they just like, again, it was 6 cops for a fucking... I was like, that's why I kept saying, I was like 6 officers. I was like, after everything just happened with what's his name, 6 cops for me running a stop sign. And then I was like, you want to give me the excuse about children cross their bikes? I was like, if a child's out riding their bike at 12, they're gonna get a ticket. I was like, they shouldn't be out at night. So I was like, don't tell me like that. And then and then they just saw my grinder, and they were like, it's drug paraphernalia. I was like, you can legally buy a grinder anywhere. You don't see any weed on that grinder. None. Smell isn't enough in the state of Florida anymore to be able to warrant search. I was like, I'm not coming out this car. Coral Springs. So they just give me a hard time, and I even was doing everything like I possibly could. Like I was like, look, I rolled down my windows for you guys. I didn't have to do that. I don't. I was like, I rolled down all my windows for you guys. I didn't have to do that. I was like, I gave you my ID and had everything ready. I don't have to do that either. State of Florida states like I only have to present it. That means I could stick it to the window, and you guys can read it and write it down. I was like, I was like, I could be a dick from the very beginning. I was like, I'm not. And I was like, my hands have been out the window the whole time with the car off. I didn't. You guys even tell me to turn the car off. I did. I said I did it on my own. I turned the car off right off. Put my hands right outside the window. I was like, how much comfort do you guys like need? And then I was like, I told them I wasn't getting out of the car. I was like, not for bogus shit. I was like, I'm a med patient, and blase blase. And I was like, that's just a grinder. I was like, that's not enough for a search. And out of this smell, so I was like, you gotta get a sergeant. And they're like, we're not getting a sergeant. I was like, you better get a sergeant. And I was like, I'm not coming out this car. And like one other cop came over, was kind of level headed. I was like, look, dude, bro, like either you're gonna come out of the car, we're gonna break the window. Like, all right. I was like, all right, bro. I was like, I'm not gonna be a fucking. I was like, listen. I was like, I'm not gonna be a dick, but I was like, it's just certain price when you have them, bro. But this, So I was. Yeah, so I got out of the car. They searched my shit. I even told them, I was like, there's a bullet console. I was like, there's my bud and shit in the package. And I was like, there's probably a pinch of weed in the grinder. I was like, all this for a stop sign. I was like, oh. One of the cops said, yeah, he works for a dispensary. He's got the dispensary shirt. I was. Yeah. Yeah, and I told it, they were like, you gotta have to have everything in the original container. I was like, look, I know, I know the law. I was like, I work in it. Okay? I was like, I'm licensed by the state to transfer. Uh, there's a pinch of weed that's outside the original container. I was like, you want to jam me up for that? I was like, you write me the ticket for that. I said, I'll absolutely see you in court for the bogus stop in the first place. So I was like, that's not a problem. I was like, you're being ridiculous. And they were like, you don't even have a med card. I was like, of course I do. And I had to within handcuffs, show them on my phone that I'm active. I was like, only because your dispatch doesn't know how to work a system doesn't mean I don't have stuff. And I was like, if this was a person that didn't know their rights, I was like, shit, they'd be in jail right now. I was like, they'd be in fucking back of your car and in jail. So when the sergeant came, I basically just a lot. I told them that they took me out of handcuffs, apologized. And I said, I'd rather you just almost write me the held me up for 30 minutes, kidnapped me for 30 minutes against me.
Yo,
And they were like, I can.
what up? What up, bro?
What's up?
How we living? How we living? Let's get it.
What'd you say? Oh, I'm chilling. It's fucking cold. Yesterday wasn't too bad, but pretty fucking cold today. I'm just locked in. I'm locked in today. I'm being a fucking bum. Yep, being a bum. You know how it is. There you go. Yep. That's what's up. What does that even mean? What does that even mean, bro? I feel it. That real loud shit. Pretty fire. Have you reached out to Swearu at all?
Hostiles dropping into the area. Watch the skies.
Right. That's what's up. Come here.
Dropping.
Down the perimeter. Right.
Preparation is done.
That's what's
Now
up.
you deploy to the war zone.
Yeah. You've been talking to the Thai rappers, or you just know them? Okay. Like rap snacks? Like Thailand rap snacks, kind of? That's fine. That's what's up. Where are you dropping? You said exotic munch? That's dope. Right. Yep.
Eliminate all targets in the field.
That's what's up.
We've located high-value equipment in enemy containers. Move in and
Right,
secure that
yeah.
equipment.
Oh, okay. That's what's up. That's your bang. Mm-hmm. Yeah. That was your whole vibe out there? Chicken on the street?
Two safes remaining.
That's crazy. That's fucking bananas, dude. The dollar question. Right. Yeah, like it's a real fucking chicken, right? Yep.
actually
preserve
read
notes.
what you can actually pronounce the shit on the fucking label.
Right.
Gas is moving.
Sketchy. Yeah, sketch. Yeah. Yeah.
You secured all contents.
You said
Contact
me
complete.
was supposed to do that.
To the safe zone.
No, I get what you're saying. Fuck that. Yeah, fuck that. There we go. You ate that?
Hell, I'm good on the bug shit.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm super outside with that. Get the fuck out of here. Who, Thai Snacks? You said I just lost so much respect for you, bro. Just, yeah. That's great. Right. Oh yeah. But she's Thai though, right? Like she's from there. Yeah. Yeah, that makes sense. Pretty fucked, but that makes sense.
Yeah, we got people here.
Requesting recon flyover.
Copy. UAV orbiting the AO. Recon is online.
Give me a clear, I'm in war.
Friendly airstrike on the way.
Be advised.
Did they die? I appreciate it.
Requesting
That's pretty
recon
good.
flyover.
Loadout drop headed your way.
Yeah, you're like, thank God.
Requesting close air. Moving.
Copy that. Phoenix 2-3 is on station. Direct inbound.
Sniping.
Yeah, it's big extra.
Target mark.
Striking the
West
AO.
fire.
That's the moon track. Oh, he's sniping.
Ricky, viene. Sí, Ricky, bajando. Blood clot, Ricky, I want to watch this movie go.
Portable radar deployed.
Enemy soldier incoming.
Stim here.
Oh. He's dropping. You see him?
Throwing Semtex.
Oh, there's two of them. I got one of them.
Enemy trackers.
Sling grenade.
Let's go. Oh, dude sniping. Yeah. Is he? Good shit.
The fight is over. Now it's a ghost town.
Dude's in the building right across from us.
Grenade out.
Sniper rifle here.
Párese. Todo que me sube con puta. You
All
stupid.
stations. Exit brake is active.
Wow.
Flanking here.
No, dame munición.
¿Por qué? ¿Por qué?
Moving in.
Nah, I don't have any more cocaine. Actually, I do have one.
Heads up. Jailbreak is active. Your team made it to the safe zone.
Done. He's so stupid. Hable bien.
Enemy in the AO.
Broke him across.
Uy, no veo.
¿Por qué?
Cállate. Hey.
Hostile dropping into the area. Watch the skies.
Salga, gringo marico. Ven, al frente. Están otros. Bien. Ah, no sé, hijo, puta salta ahí. Bien. Is this one almost over? It is, right? Josh probably shouldn't have it. Vela aquí.
Gas is inbound.
¡Vela aquí! La migra. La migra.
¡Ay, chingo! ¡Ay,
Your team
ganaron
has entered the safe
chingo! ¡Ay, amor!
Chupapi muy bien. Chupapi.
Muy ñaño. That was good, right?
Wow, papi. Wow. ¿Habla inglés?
gas is locating the safe zone.
Sí, on me.
I'm done.
You're nearly done.
Nice.
Let's go.
Joder, guau, papi.
Wow. Let's go.
Go, boys.